What's up? I'm architect Drew Paul Bell, and in today's video I want to clarify some things about the process of becoming an architect. You have to get your degree, you have to get your interning hours, and then you have to pass the exams. That's to be a licensed architect. Now, are there ways to work in architecture without your license? Yeah, absolutely. See, it's not, when I say that you have to be a licensed architect, you have to do all these things to become a licensed architect. That means you need to do all those things to stamp drawings and lead a project. You can still go work in an architecture firm. There's plenty of like ranks and like levels of an architecture firm. An intern isn't the one stamping the drawings. An intern can have just graduated from college. An intern might still be in college. You're working on interior elevations and sections and floor plans and site plans. You're applying for building permits and you're sitting in on meetings and you're writing the meeting minutes. You're coordinating the design book with the specifications and the specifications book with the project manual and all that stuff. There's lots of things to be doing in the field of architecture. It's not the top-down star architect who's like doing his big artistic drawing of the building. I heard a critique that I think was really good at one of the AIA conventions. They said that, you know, we're a profession, it's a team sport, but yet in school we train everybody to be quarterbacks. I got a couple questions from people who sounded like they assumed that as soon as you graduate, then you have to go become an architect and you can't do anything until you get your license. That's not the way it works. You're working within a firm, you're working within a structure. It's not exactly this top-down star architect who's doing everything. It's like you're working on a team, you're working in a team within a business, and there's lots of different roles to fill. You're doing stuff. You don't have to get your license to work in the field of architecture. And there's kind of this, you have more freedom if you do, you can get paid more, you're more valuable if you have that knowledge, and you have the ability to stamp drawings and you have the ability to take responsibility, but it's not necessary that you go get your license before you can practice. And some people thought this. They thought that from the video that I made the other day, I guess, that you had to go get your license before you could even work in architecture. Not the way it works. The license only prevents people from stamping drawings and having those buildings get built, which I think is a very reasonable request because there's so many resources that go into building buildings. You have to mobilize so many resources, so much money, and then you look at the catastrophic potential of something going wrong. Like, that should only be done by qualified people. That should only be led by qualified people. Now that means we still got a lot of other people that have to fill in the stuff that needs to get done, but it all needs to be at least overseen by a licensed architect, and that's really what that's about. So no, you don't have to go through all these exams before you even start working in architecture. And no, you're not going to be an architect immediately after you graduate. There's a long process, and a lot of it is up to you, to how quickly you can move through those steps, and if you want to move through those steps or not. Hope that this video helps. I hope this helped cleared some things up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.